So there's a photo exhibit. It's in Brooklyn right now, but I think it moves around. And it's called Photo Requests from Inmates in Solitary. It's called Photo Requests from Solitary. And so people in solitary confinement at this prison in Illinois were asked if you could see a photo of anything, what would it be?
Pussy lips.
Okay, that can't really be true.
No, it is. Not what Adam said, but
Well, they had to.
Come on.
They
Had to
probably
filter,
had to vet them.
They had to filter
Oh, yeah,
this.
of course.
Right. This was this was not your top 100.
It took them 17,000 requests before they got to the Taj Mahal.
Right.
Or
some guy who
Aurora
wants to,
Borealis.
Right. I want to see the blue sky.
That's right.
Of Maxfield Parish, please.
So they have some actual photographs, and then they have some of the unfilled requests. Perhaps what you just said, Adam, would be there. What I'm wondering, or what I'm realizing, though, is that I don't know that they ever actually get to see these photos.
Oh, really?
I don't know. That's the part that's unclear. But for people in Brooklyn,
It's kind of like a prison Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's more like, what would people in prison, what would their wish be? Let's put it in a museum.
I looked it up. Number 1, pussy lips. Number 2, Monet's Days at Giverny. That's ironically just those were the
What's
first
the difference,
two.
really, though?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, for example, here's a request. I would like to see the downtown Chicago or the Lake of Chicago. It will bring me happiness to see a real nice picture of the downtown, please. A good place to eat or two, nice cars. I've been locked up for 17 long years.
Let me say this, and I don't want to tell you how to live if you're in the hole, but hear me now. I, as a young lad who grew up in my own form of prison known as the Corolla House, watching the black and white 13-inch Zenith, the box that came in was probably about the size of the house. I used to watch the shows like the Brady Bunch and get depressed because they would have these Brady meetings where they all showed up into one room with the
and also that
furniture.
Cool Brady house that was
a nice, cool art. Dad was cool. That Alice, everything was cool. The biggest problems they had was someone got a C- on a trig
Someone's
test or
voice
something.
Was changing.
Yeah, right. They had nothing. They started a band. Everything.
They worked so well together.
I would watch that show and I just see Carol and Bob or whoever. No, wait, Carol and Mike Brady like climb into bed at night and kiss each other, and she'd be wearing something fashionable and she'd have her hair all done up and stuff. And then I'd look at my pathetic family and want to kill myself. But then I would switch it over to like Sanford and Son or Good Times, and all of a sudden I'd feel a little bit better about myself. These guys should want to see pictures of Turkish prisons.
Right.
And
Midnight Express.
Tijuana drunk tank and shit like that where you go, you know what? Not so bad.
Not so bad here. Right. Why do you want to envy? Why do you want to think about where you can't ever be?
I want to see stills from the show Locked Up Abroad.
Exactly.
and not the reenactments.
Yes, and then you know just how good you had it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Instead, you want to see a bunch of pictures of pyramids and open sky?
I don't. You know what? I still don't buy it. I don't buy that this is anywhere near the top of the list of the pictures these guys want to see.
Pussy lips.
Why is everyone dying right now?
It might not be near the top.
I don't even think it's in the top 10,000.
I think they made
I
them
don't
up?
buy it. Yeah, I think this is a contrived story. I don't think there's any way. I've been in prisons. I was in San Quentin 2 months ago. I don't think any guy in there is telling me that I want to go outside and look at the pictures of the bay. I just don't think.
Yeah, they're making them sound like puppies or something.
Right? Yeah, I mean, or kind of nascent poets. Give me a break.
Is San Quentin some of the nicest real estate on the planet?
The most gorgeous real estate. They talk about the budget here in California. You want to solve the budget? You move those guys to the high desert and you sell the real estate there at San Quentin. That view of that area is a developer's dream.
Every time I pass it, I just think, my God, if they put a championship golf course on here and some condos, they could get rid of the deficit.
It's the most idyllic coastline that you could ever see.
And I mean, it's with the breeze coming. I mean, we live in the valley. It was 117, all that. Not if you're in San Quentin. You got a beautiful fucking breeze on a peninsula going by.
Look at the way it juts out there, and it's just
all right. Because I've been to the prisons in the high desert. You don't need the big old rock walls anymore. Just the razor wire and a little cyclone fencing.
Right. Look at Tehachapi. Have you ever been up to Tehachapi prison? I mean, give me a break. You're never. Or that other one that's down past San Diego, almost by the border. I mean, that one. There's no way to get out of.
What were you doing in San Quentin?
I was visiting doing a parole hearing, and so you have to go in. And I made the giant mistake at one point. I thought they were going to take me into custody of using the restroom in one of the cells there that's right off of the parole area. And the guy said, "Oh, you can't use that one. You got to go use the guards' restroom."
Sure, we have a lot of rules about where you take a piss in this society.
Exactly. I didn't know I couldn't go into lockup. Even though I'm in the lockup with the guy, it's okay for him to take a piss, but I can't take a piss.
Why?
It's beyond me, but I wasn't going to question him. I wanted to get the hell out of there fairly